Hello. How's everybody going? How is everybody doing? Okay. What do you mean it's not a working directory copy directory? God damn it. Oh, that's why. Hey, we actually have it going now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Certain mechanisms for Sokoban for saying an entity is an instance of another entity. Say if you change the root, those changes will be reflected on the instance. No, we don't really do that. What we tend to do, there are some cases where we want to change something in all the levels, and we just have commands that change stuff in all the levels. It doesn't take that long, even in a game with 700 levels. There is an exception to this, okay? The exception is as follows. We have entities that they're struct declarations in the obvious way, right? And so they have default values that are defined in the struct. If an entity's field is the default value, which probably the majority of fields are most of the time, we don't actually save and load that data. Or like even in the text version of the entities, we actually save it out so you can see what it is, but we mark that it's the default so we don't load it. And what that means is you can change the default value for all entities without even touching a file, right? I mean, just the code file. And that sounds weird, but it's actually kind of useful in some cases. So you can change everybody's default value, and then people who have an overrided or specified value will keep their value, right? Or you can write a program or a little function. We have a number of little functions that like load every level in the game and run some salvage operation or some conversion operation. And, once you write that one time, then you have the code that loads every level in the game. And then you just add a few lines in the loop that do the thing that you want, right? Almost like a normal version upgradey thing. Yeah. But I haven't ever wanted. So if you look at systems that use that kind of instancing, like Unity or whatever, stuff mysteriously breaks on people all the time because they changed something and they didn't know what the ramifications of that change would be. And they don't see it until like 3 weeks after they made the change, and then they realize shit's broken all over, right? I don't like I don't like how that tends to end up in practice. Now, all that said, we do have like a hierarchical material system, which is more like a, it's like a single inheritance kind of system. And that has a regular kind of parent-child relationship where you change the parent and the child inherits those values in the obvious way. Um, that's a little different from what you're talking about. Probably, maybe not. Maybe it's kind of the same thing. But that's just for materials. Why is it that way? That's just what we made. What's the inspiration for the stream title? Are you saying you're not in the Hotep Jesus fan club? What are you saying? What are you questioning? Why would you even need inspiration for that stream title? What are you even talking about? Do child materials inherit inputs or code? No. Well, inputs. Okay. I actually don't know. I don't know the answer to that question because I think the answer is that what shader gets used is just one of the slots. It's like a string slot, and so you could set it or not. And if you don't set it, you get the same one. If what you mean by inputs is just the parameters to that shader's variables, then that's most of what you inherit, actually. So I answered too quickly. Yeah. But the material stuff, honestly, I'm not sure I have a super clear picture of it because I never look at it. Whereas entities, dude, I deal with entities all the time. And I made the entity system. I know everything about it. Okay, let's update our things. Okay. So we were doing some get wrecked stuff for the past couple days, a little bit. And I was doing a little bit off stream today. And the history behind this code, it's like, yeah, we're providing it for the people in the beta. But part of the reason that made sense is because we sort of had a head start that we had some immediate mode UI code that we used for our editor, right? But it was kind of messy. And I was like, I want to experiment with what is the clean way in this particular programming language. And for my current level of experience at programming and at GUI making, what is the right way to make an ImGUI to my taste? And so I sort of copied all these widgets out, or not sort of, I did copy all these widgets out into a separate module and did a bunch of work on them. And I'm pretty happy with where they're going. They're not done yet, but they're nice for what they are. You know, you could certainly imagine lots of widgets that aren't in there. But the game still mostly doesn't use the new widgets because that's just extra work that hasn't been done. And so the plan has been to go back step by step and propagate them back into the game. So the game has been linking GetRect for a while, but it still uses its own hard-coded widgets for most things. And so I wanted to, as my last little thing tonight, I wanted to go and like take one of the relatively simple editor panels and convert it over to GetRect. And hopefully it'll just work magically. And the one I was going to pick is one of the panels that I wrote. And I know it's simple. It's this ocean panel right here. It's literally just some buttons, right? And if that's good, ideally I had wanted more time to work on this tonight. So I wanted to do the color picker as well, but I feel like that's not going to happen tonight, right? We have like an old color picker. This is not nearly as good as our awesome new fucking Get Wrecked color picker. This is like old ass. Look at how sad this is. I can't even believe we use this. Anyway. What the actual F? All right. So I'm just going to do that. And we will see. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Oh, and then maybe we can, I don't know. We'll see. All right. I should just be able to use Get Wrecked. So I'm going to leave. We also have like sub windows in Get Wrecked, but I'm not going to use them yet. So we're going to use the old stuff. And okay. And we could even replace individual buttons. So like these expand buttons, I think these names are a little bit different, but this is going to be expand theme is going to be a Get Wrecked button theme. And let's see what the members are called. Surface color, frame color, okay, so background surface. All right. And then and then this is surface color down. And then we'll say surface color flash okay. And then when we use this, instead of calling draw big text button, oh wait, these are both. Hold on. I'm doing too many. Dang it. Okay, hold on. We just want literally this, 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 and this, and we will replace them with calls to button whatever. Okay. I'm going to go R is Get Wrecked, BX, BY, expander, long, expander, short. We'll see if those are the right type, and then we'll go button. R plus and expand theme. All right. And then we're just going to do this. Okay, hold on. Bx, by, expander long, expander short. Bx, by, expander short, expander long. All right. What are these indices here? Expand sub whatever. Okay. So these are no check-in. I don't know why I did those as an array. Where is that declared? No check-in. Okay, so I hope I get these directions right. So expand, I mean, I'll copy the comment. Expand y1, expand y0, expand x1, expand x0. Okay. Get wrecked. Also button. I have to prefix all of these with this get wrecked prefix because we have to, it's imported that way. And then later on, we maybe don't have to do that anymore. But for a while, we're going to have both widget sets active in the game, and a lot of the data types have the same names as each other and whatever. This dude on YouTube was saying that Europeans in game dev are more well paid than their American counterparts. Dude has no idea what he's talking about. Literally no idea. Dude, programmers at American game companies, senior programmers get paid $200,000 to $500,000 a year. Dude has no idea what he's talking about. Those are Google salaries. Yes, because now the thing is, like, programmers' salaries in the US have always been higher than Europe, but they're especially higher now because now, like, Facebook is hiring VR developers, right, at stupid Facebook salary levels, and the games industry just has to compete with that to some degree. Like, we didn't used to compete head on with Facebook, you know what I'm saying? And now we do. And it sucks. Hey, check it out. Oh my God. Look at those pluses though. Okay, why are my pluses so effed vertically? It's like they're under. Like, why do my buttons look so different? Oh, it's because we should probably set constant curvature. Yeah, the curvature is like relative to the thing. I don't know why. Oh, because yeah. See, it's picking the font size for the plus relative to the size of the thing, by default because I'm not telling it anything better. So this is what happens when you just have a nicer system that tries to do more. Okay, step 1 is going to be set the font consistently, which we should just be able to do to whatever font we're using here. Step 2, set the curvature on the buttons maybe. But they already, the fade feels nicer. And the little roundy rounds. Why are so many game devs trying to unionize? They're not. Almost nobody in the game industry is unionized. Almost nobody is interested in being unionized. You're just reading. So the thing you have to realize is all your news sources are this massively left-wing, weirdly industry-hating thing where they do two things, right? They dig up controversy clicks and they promote their political agenda. That's what they do. And so there's massive amplification about unionization as though that were actually like a thing. It's not. Where are the top pluses fine? Because they're being sized by default based on the height of the button. Because most buttons in UIs are like not tall and thin like that. So if you draw text inside a button and you don't specify the font or the size, it makes it up, right? And it's like, well, this button is super tall, so let's make the font an appreciable size of that. Okay, so I probably have a font here. Unless draw big text button takes a default font. All right, it's fine. Draw button does not take a font. So draw big text button must have a hard-coded font. Let's see. Dude, this is one of the first functions I wrote in the editor. And it has a dumb name because I was like, I don't know. I'm going to be so happy to delete all this code. Okay, so width, height, label, theme. Draw a big text button 2. Oh, you know what? It might be in default button theme. Hold on. Font is editor body font. Gotcha. Okay. So we just set that here. So where's our theme? Yeah, Get Wrecked is a UI framework. I introduced it. If you want to go back in the VOD, I talked about it like 20 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. Okay. Hey, we've got more reasonable pluses. They're kind of ugly still, honestly, but what do you want? That's maybe just what they look like in this font. So now our curvature is weird because again, if you don't tell it how the buttons are curved, it tries to make it up. And you know, the way that we make it up is maybe not the best system. It's new. It's new. So what we're going to do is we're going to set a global curve style. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to say our button theme, expand theme, dot. So so we're going to have to do this for frame thickness as well. But first, rectangle shape. Where is this? Is this in themes? Yeah. So roundedness type. Equals, oh, we could actually make it relative to width. No, absolute from theme field. Let's do that. And then we can just set it to a value in pixels, which will be it's something like that. Where does this? Let's see where we actually get the width and height of the button from, because this code's been edited a lot. Sometimes things drift. Expander long, expander short. What? How are those computed? Expander long is my width times 0.6. Expander short. Let's do these up here before the theme, because now we could say expander short divided by 8 or something. We'll see how much that is. Okay, so like I said, we still have to do this with the thickness. But you see, I think we could use slightly more curvature, but it's at least uniform. All right, so 6. How's that? 5. So now, when we go back to rectangle shape, we have frame thickness type, same thing. We'll go frame thickness type, THICC. That's also going to be absolute from theme field. And frame thickness is going to be thin. It's probably still too much. Okay. Ocean, oh, it's already up. Okay, now these actually look the same as each other, and we have new buttons, and they are slightly more polished than the old buttons. Oh, and the pluses move now. That's the big bonus. Okay, so we just need to do that for the inner buttons. And then for these, let's make sure all the correct buttons. So this should be aligned with the camera, right? So if I go plus on the north, boom, east, boom, west, boom, south, boom. Hey. All right, we just got to do that same thing on the contraction buttons. All right, so this is going to be a G.button theme again. And this is going to be, so over, this one's called down in get rect, and then flash whatever. We can tweak the colors later. And then we're going to set all these. Whoops. So what are expander short? They're called expander long inner, even though they're the contractors. Okay, that's great. I think expander short is the same for both of them, so we don't actually need to change that. Okay, so now, oh, I said colon equals cheetah button theme. Don't do that. Okay, ocean color. What? Oh. Yeah. My brain was off. Okay, so now when we draw the button, we're passing it the wrong type. We're giving it a button theme from GetRect, right? This is what we're giving it. It wants a button theme from Sokoban source editor. These are both structs named button theme, so the error message even notices that the structs have the same name and disambiguates. How is that for a fucking error message, guys? All right. It seems like they want to force every game company to pledge allegiance to their values. Yes. Yes, that is what it is about. Okay. Now, let's do what we did for the expanders with the contractors. Okay, so first, let's what happened to the variable declaration? Oh. Expand. There. Okay, we'll just delete this one. We'll delete it. We'll delete it. Okay. We'll delete that. Contract y1 colon equals g dot button r. We're going to have to reset it. Contract theme. So this is going to be r.x, r.y. Okay. Here again, r.x, r.y. Contract y0 is g dot button r minus expand theme. Let's do this. Oh, this is a colon. Contract x1. Whoops, this is contract theme, by the way. This is contract theme. And this is contract x0. What is my major malfunction lieutenant? Okay, so I'm drawing contract first for some reason. I'm going to mess something up here because I started doing it one way and then I got confused. Okay, so we do the minus, the 50 DKP minus. Oh, who even knows what that's going to do? All right, so I should have different rects for all these. I don't know. Whatever. I lost track of what I should be doing. Dude, you know what we're talking about. Don't even try to make that argument here. Jesus. All right. Okay, those colors, that border color, can't say I think much of it. A. B. That bottom button is too wide. But let's make sure the buttons actually function. In, out, in, out, in, out. Look how smooth B this is. In. Oh, that didn't work. Wait. What's actually... That's... Oh, no, it is working. Okay. I don't know why we got an assert there, but okay. So we just got to fix that. Remarkably not tragic. Why don't you ask the people trying to force their values on everyone else in the world what their values are? Don't ask me. I'm not trying to force my values on everyone else in the world. So this is going to be contract y0 is messed up. R.W is expander long inner. There we go. This game has over 9,000. In the project you work on, you use resolution independent pixel. Would this be useful for GetRect? I don't think so, and the reason is the problem is that depending on what your game or your display resolution is going to be, you can't exactly represent those resolution independent pixels in floating point numbers. And so you're going to have rounding errors at some level. And that's not great. Also, you're going to have quantization errors. Probably. Depending. I don't know. Depends on the details. Let's give these guys nicer frame colors. So that would be in button theme again. And frame color. Oh God, it's like literally all four. Yeah. What a silly me. Why did I think there was only one frame color? Dude, I don't even know what that's going to do. That's a little bright. That's a little bright. So let's take it down a notch. Let's just try that. Because I want to do sort of the same tactic on the other guy. That's not enough. Okay. Just keep trying until it's enough. We don't need to get it perfect. We just want a little something, something. We just want a little something, something. That's probably slightly too much. Okay. This one's the charm. Add a slider for how much? Yeah. I mean, I could at least put it in a tweak variable. It's just like, really? So the thing is, we have a bounty out that someone is going to do for actual color themes for these. At which point I could just snag one of those. Some of the stuff here I think works really well. Like this background color, which is a dark gray that is very slightly blue, I'm a big fan of that background color. Okay, so I'm just going to do this same tactic on the reds. And it's going to be amazing the first time. It's going to be awesome. Nope, it wasn't awesome. Like that's the thing about using functions like whiten is they're sort of relative to how the contrast that you get as a result is relative to how bright the color was in the first place. So like really I should be like converting to some gamma correct luminance and then adding, I don't know. That's better. See, Hotep Jesus would use these button colors, right? Look at that. It's so much more professional. Okay, now we got to do these buttons. And they're going to still be a little bit ugly because they're going to have these bitmaps on them. Still, but they're going to be new buttons, which they are not currently, right? Right now, these just scroll the things. They're very unprofessional, and these are fucking professional like Mr. Pink. What was that assert earlier? It's some mesh thing that annoys the shit out of me that we'll have to deal with. It's the kind of thing that pops up in a game engine once in a while. You know, nothing to do with get wreck buttons. No, it's basically the ocean plane is a dynamic mesh, and when I recreate it, because I hit the button and it shrinks the size of the ocean mesh by one row, and we destroy the old mesh and recreate the new one, and like that is a little bit unhappy for some reason, is what's happening. It's like error, attempt to edit the flat earth, but the flat earth is objectively true, so you cannot edit it. I think that's what the assertion box said. The great ISO blocks you from editing it. Okay. Inner buttons. Those are actually up here. No, they are not. Where's the 4? Oh, shoot. Did I break the camera rotation? Oh, God damn it. Guys, I got to undo things. I broke the... Okay. I got to read the code. I was like, why did I do this stupid array thing? That doesn't make sense. Oh, yeah, it does. Because now, watch this. If I'm here, it's the right orientation. But if I go here and I press here, oh, it's still going that way because I can't handle the truth. Like, if I literally read the comment and looked at this code, I would know why I was doing that. All right, so which one is which now? Okay, let's just look. Let's diff it. We're not going to revert to Williams because we are in good shape, actually. We're going to pretend. No, wrong file. I was like, diff. Okay. So This was expand 1, contract 1, 1302. One, 3, contract now. And 2. Okay. Now, then we got to go back to the other code that I deleted that involves this part, which looked to my uneducated brain like it was just garbage waste code that was just converting from arrays to non-arrays, but that is not what it is. It depends on what the definition of is. Good catch about that colon. Fortunately, the compiler also caught the colon. Let me plug in my phone so I will have battery tomorrow. Gotta have battery. Gotta have battery. Battery! Okay. So now we're just going to test that this is fine. Oh no. I forgot all those colors that I set. I guess we want to multiply them. So the getRect button function doesn't have this hard-coded alpha draw thing. All right. So we need to do that because when I'm tabbing around like this, these buttons are supposed to fade out. Okay. Hey, look, the camera direction is right though now. And then if I go over here, hey, okay. So crisis averted there, Averta Williams. Now, we have this thing called float button alpha. All right, and I'm just gonna multiply all these frickin' colors by this. Oh my God. This is one of those things where I'm like, all right, we're just gonna do it. Expand theme surface color.w times equals alpha over down flash and then frame fade out the buttons when tabbing. Ugh! Exclamation point. But I could make a, because we're going to want to do this for other widgets, I can actually just make a function. When we do this for other widgets, we can make a function that operates on button theme, which is used as a sub theme by slider, etc. So it's actually not as bad as one might be tempted to think. Okay. Good thing I started with Ocean Panel. It is, and that was the plan. It was like, look, Ocean Panel is simple, dude. And actually, I actually did other widgets first, but they're not editor widgets. Okay, see that? See that? I mean, against the neutral background, it looks fine, but you can see that they're faded out, and then we go whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, great. So we have finally gotten back to where we want to do these 4 inner buttons, and then it's Miller time. By who I mean Dennis Miller of Weekend Update with Dennis Miller. Okay. Okay, these are the scroll buttons. These will be easier because they're all the same shape. Okay. It's going to be button. Okay, so we're going to do R is g.getRect these parameters. So we need g.button R, and then the bitmap somehow, which like, let's not even worry about that yet. And then button theme, which we're going to have to do. Let's just do this 4 times. Plus offset minus corner. Wait, okay. So the x coordinates are minus offset minus corner, plus offset minus corner, and then minus corner minus corner. So we're just going to go boop, whoops, boop, and then on these, these are minus corner, minus corner, plus offset minus corner, and minus offset minus corner. All right. Everybody's minus corner. Let's call these R0, R1, R2, R3. We'll do them all at the same time. 2, 0, 1, 3. 2, 0, 1, 3. 2, 0, 1, 3. 2, 0, 1, 3. Sham, bam, bamina. Okay. Button theme. Oh my gosh. Look at all. Okay, so first, let's do this. Boom, 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 boom. Should call this scroll theme. Okay. because just calling it button is not going to do it. Scroll theme. Oh boy, let's do this. Let's do this. And down. And again, we're going to go flash is white and button theme.surface color down. We're going to have some utility functions that generate a lot of these colors, by the way. 0.5. All right. So I don't remember how to get the bitmap. Oh, it's not called button theme. Okay. Oops. This is called button theme, though. And also, it's not. Why do I keep doing this? All right. So these aren't going to have the little fine arrow bitmaps on them. There's an alpha scale on the button theme thing, but it doesn't. Oh, is there? I probably put it on there just for this and then forgot it's on there. All right. Hey, look, we've got buttons. Note that they have different curvature from the outer guys. I feel that maybe looks messy. So I'm going to set them to have the same curvature. I don't know. Maybe it's fine. But I'm going to do it for now. It just feels a little better. All right. So let's check button theme. Alpha scale. That would be a useful thing. It's just we would then need that probably on all the widgets that have colors. But that's probably useful, right? Maybe. But then maybe if people want to do like fades, they want to do something more involved anyway, like multiplying by a coverage texture or something. Anyhow, so when we drew these before, we were doing map left, map right, map north, now map south. Do we have, I feel like we added a bitmap option. Texture. Let's just try it on one of them. Do we have it set up? No, wait. Too many arguments. No, that's getrect. Don't put it on the getrect. That doesn't make any sense. Learn to program. Oh, I forgot to set the curvature, by the way. Ocean. Hey, look at that ugly ass bitmap that, by the way, doesn't even get clipped to the rectangle. Like, are you kidding me? Okay, one thing I can do is go edit the bitmap. Okay, let's not do that yet. One thing at a time. All right. Map left. Map right. Map north. Map south. Gonna delete these mofos. We're gonna set the curvature on this thing. And the frame thickness. Not gonna set the font. Just uniform with the other buttons. Okay. I want to set the frame color as well, right? Okay. So now data bitmaps. Okay, what are these called? Just so I don't guess. Map north. UI arrow up. Where is it? Editor. Okay. These will have to get better, but dude, no Photoshop? How have I not installed Affinity or Photoshop? Adobe. Too bad I don't have Linux installed for the awesome Linux bitmap editors that we know exist. Oh my God, this is so small. How am I supposed to edit that? Immediate triangle. Maybe, but then I'm tempted to animate it more. Like in the scroll bar or whatever, we had a thing that drew a triangle. I'm just not feeling it right now. It's just I don't want to go to bed with this ass ugly, you know what I'm saying? Like we're basically done. Click and scroll to zoom. Yeah, but like we need to actually edit the alpha channel, which isn't going to happen very well. I could do it on my laptop though. Right? What have I got on here? Photoshop? Yep. All right. UI arrow up. Dang it. Bro. Drag the thing. God, it takes so long. How is Photoshop alive? Channels. Alpha. Oh my God, dude, it's even worse. It's like semi-transparent. Like I basically have to draw new ones anyway. At this rate. Oh, maybe not. It's just annoying. All right, we're going to check in just the up arrow. I mean, at this rate, okay, hold on. I'm going to double the resolution from 32 to 64 pixels, dude. Oh my God. It's like sitting here chewing on it for a long ass time. All right, that's kind of anti-alias now. Is it good? Probably not. But we're going to save it. All right, and we're going to commit this. And then we'll try updating it over here, and we'll just see. Update. Boom. Look at how much better that is. Now, it looks like it's got a white frame, but that white frame is not present in the alpha channel. All right. Ocean. Look at that. That's clean, bro. I mean, it's not totally clean, but like it's better. It's a little better. See? Kinda. It's got a fuzz around it. That's fine. All right. Honestly, the border needs to be brighter. Okay. I'm just going to rotate this and save it to all the things. Image, rotation, 90 degrees clockwise. File, save as. UI, where is it? Why doesn't it show me? Okay, there's a left, there's down, there's right. There we go. Save. Yes. Boom. Image. Rotation. 90 degrees clockwise. Save as. UI arrow down. Save. Yes. Okay. Image. Rotation. 90 degrees clockwise. File. Save as. UI arrow left. Boom. Commit. Dude, this has been so productive. Commit. More UI arrows. Sham, bam, bam. Okay. So, we're going to go update my pup date. We're going to go here. We're going to go here. All right. Hey, look at that. Look at that's so good. I mean, you know, it's better. It's better than it was. Boom. Get wrecked. Oh, we're not even in a level with ocean. There we go. Get wrecked. Okay, what if I scroll this way? Boom, boom. Someday our whole UI is going to be that nice. You know, probably next up is going to be these buttons, not tonight. And then these buttons. Maybe these first. You know, that actually looks cleaner. Anyway. Mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. I feel like an accomplished individual. I'm glad that you all could join me for this short 1 hour and 20-minute Hotep Jesus Fan Club stream. Any reason to show the X and Y and width and height info? You can get all that info from the entity panel on the right if you want it. It's in one of the member fields. All right, everybody. It is my bedtime. I just wanted to get that done as a last little nugget for the day before I retire, not for my career, but for the day. Thanks, everybody, and I'll see you later on. Have a good night. All you people who are in Pacific time are like, what do you mean it's 9:30 p.m.? It's not, it's 12:30 p.m.